Welcome back to Midday. We've got Marcia Dick from the city of Kamloops joining us, of course, the solid waste services analyst. And we love having you on the show, Marcia, to really get us thinking again about recycling, make sure we're not wasting and contaminating. And today we're talking about contamination.
Contamination, yes.
Tell us a little bit about, is this a scorecard? You mentioned contamination scorecard. So are you scoring Kamloops? Tell us how we did.
Well, actually, we were scored by Recycle BC. So we received our first scorecard from Recycle BC. It was our first full year with the under their program.
Oh, okay.
And so we got some results of the audits because they don't typically share them with us. So they send them once a year, and that's what they sent in. They sent in sort of a year's worth of information about that they've been auditing our material.
Okay.
And so we got separate scorecards for our curbside material, which is our side load trucks, residential, and our multifamily, which is mostly collected in the front load bins in apartment buildings and townhouses.
Are those the graphics that we have? Okay, so let's put one up and then Marcia can show
there's a lot of information on them.
Only you would understand.
Only I will understand. So
okay, dumb it down for us.
Okay, I will. So what we're looking at is non-PPP is what's defined as not packaging or printed paper. So that's what they're trying to reduce, and that because they're not mandated to collect that material. So and non-PPP is things like furniture, electronics, clothing, garbage, plastic products, diapers, paper towels, things that are not part of the program. So, so what we're seeing is that the city started at 11.9% when we started the program. That's what our contamination was at, and we've dropped down to 8.5%. So
we've done okay.
We're doing better, and we're doing actually. And you can see the gray line. That's the average for collectors of our type. So we collect single stream. So meaning we mix all our materials in one all together.
Yeah, you don't have to separate.
You don't have to separate it, and we collect using carts. And our density is greater than 2. So you can see that the average cart collector is actually 10.4%. So we're doing much better than the average, I would say.
Yeah.
But we still have a long ways to go because our goal is 3%.
But like you said, this was the first year, right?
Yeah, this is the first full year of the program. And it's exciting that we've actually seen such an improvement since we started the program.
Did you anticipate that, or is this a surprise?
Well, we've been hearing like feedback from Mterra and from Recycle BC that our material's not that bad.
Right.
So we knew that, it wasn't that bad, but we didn't know how we scored compared to others. So
people are starting to get
it. Yeah.
So
like high five to Kamloops.
That's great. We have another graph, and we'll take you through this.
So this is our multifamily material, and Kamloops is unique in that we collect in 4-yard bins. Most municipalities collect in carts.
Yeah.
So here you can see that we're way above average. We're sitting at 18.4% contamination. And the average is 11. So
so we kind of failed on this one.
Yeah, we have some work to do, and the reason is that like you can put a lot larger contamination in the bins, and then
so is that maybe not the way to go?
Yeah, and as we are kind of identifying the properties where we're having challenges. We're like, you know what, we're just going to give you some carts. So we've swapped a lot of bins for carts in the last year as we're working through.
Hopefully make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we'll be working quite hard on our multifamily material because our curbside material is getting there.
Yeah, curbside, I feel like people are a little bit more, maybe it's easier just to throw everything into a bin. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You don't start to think about it as much as you would if you have that curbside.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of, there's a lot more rentals, I guess, and a little bit like I'm putting it in a communal bin, and across the province, multifamily is typically, not as good as curbside.
Yeah.
So, and the challenges of like nobody knows who it's who it belongs to, right? Like once it's in the bin, you don't know.
Right?
Yeah, accountability and that kind of thing.
What did you bring us here, Marcia? These are new. This is so colorful and fun.
Yeah,
this makes me want to learn.
So we're going to be going actually and handing these out to multifamily residents just to help them understand what's accepted in the program.
Yeah, it can be confusing, you know. It's good that you have this because I think a lot of people do have questions. Can I put this in there, or what did they say that this wasn't allowed? Or and there's so many different things, right? Soft plastic, hard plastic, different things like that.
Yeah, so the big ones on this side is, I guess, we don't accept glass, plastic bags, or styrofoam. So keep those out, and then all the other things are accepted. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So we're not doing too bad. Like you say, a little bit of work to do in the multifamily, but
I think, you know, Kamloops is doing pretty good.
We're starting to listen.
Yes.
Not that we weren't listening before, but I think it's becoming a little bit more
catching on,
mind.
And people are sort of accepting that this is the way it is, and okay, I'll play by the rules.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're on the show, it gets that much better. All right. Thank you so much, Marcia.
Thanks,
There's the information on the bottom of the screen there if you want to find out more about recycling, contamination, and sort of what you can and can't do. There you go. We're back in a minute. Stay with us.